said board, board, biggity board, goon, 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 board, board, biggity board. I said board, board. Mail day.
Oh, I gotta tell Chaser about this. Oops, almost forgot the stuff.
Work, work, workity work, 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 workity work. Chaser. You son of a monkey. Buddy, you are not gonna believe the bonanza of treasure that I brought with me today. Yeah? Oh, it's huge and it's gonna take forever to go through because it's a lot of stuff. Treasure, I love treasure. You guys love treasure? You guys ready to see the treasure that I brought? Then let's get after it, baby.
Rad Chaser. Rad Chaser. Rad Chaser. Rad Chaser.
Right, so we have this coffee creamer that I got, and it came with a hole in it. So I haven't been, I haven't opened it, but I've been just sort of squeezing it from the hole, and now I've told the Son of Rad Chaser how things work here, and he's gonna do it now. It's like milking a cow.
All right, here,
you ever do that?
Let's find out where the.
Whoops! Careful.
Okay. Here's where the hole is. Okay,
Kind of finesse it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just tap it in.
Okay. Give me a lid that goes on the bottom. They've got
Zaxby's sauce.
They have jalapeno poppers, or no, fried pickles. That's what they have.
So we're about to go to Cybertron Video Games in Altamonte Springs, Florida. This is their third location. We haven't been here yet. It's been open for a couple of months, and I'm excited to see what secrets lie within. My goal is going to be NES games, of course, because I got the NES quest going. I'm up to 15 games. Let's see if we can up those numbers. Son of Chaser, what are your selects? What are you looking for going into this place? Anything?
I don't know what I'm looking for. I like the location that we've been to, the other Cybertron location, Orlando. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That place is cool and it has a lot of stuff. I'm maybe looking for Nintendo powers, because that's what I'm looking for. But if something catches my eye, it picked a heck of a time to come up here right now, because I'm not in buying mode. I'm in more of this trip for me is going to be like as soon as we get back into the lab to start working and shooting out content. But if something I can't say no to pops up, then how can I say no to it?
Well, right. As I always say, if something good falls in your lap, don't stand up. Let's go check this thing out. Cybertron Video Games. Let's see what happens.
I should have left my sunglasses on. It's bright out here.
Look at this place. Already looks cool.
Here we are. The Chasers have landed at Cybertron Games, and wow, look at all these games. Shelves packed with classics. This place is a retro gamer's dream, and the Chasers are diving right in. Let's see what treasures they can uncover.
The yellow label Metroid.
It's funny, I see those and I definitely, I'm a looking and I'm a liking.
Yo. Famicom Disk System, Kid Icarus. All right, so the first place we went to on our journey was Cybertron, and it was pretty cool. It was the new Cybertron. They had just opened up a new location. So we went around and looked in there. Real nice, real clean presentation. Okay, so this is good selects. The Blues Brothers CIB. Cybertron definitely had some cool stuff under glass. They sort of had it all sectioned into different console areas. So, all the more sort of accessible, friendlier price stuff was out for you to touch and grab and stuff.
No, you know, CIBs are not, you know, part of the quest, but they are appealing.
Yeah, I mean, hard to say no to $35 for Gauntlet 2.
Hard to say no to Donkey Kong Jr. Math.
Maron.
We're just poking around, seeing what shakes loose, if that makes sense.
We haven't been to this location before,
Yeah,
so
it's our first time coming up, so. PSP games.
T2 on UMD. Ooh, hello.
Final Fantasy. Wait, what do you got?
Oh,
Game
there's
guides.
just some cool stuff here. I classified info. I actually have this in the.
You got it coming.
Yeah, I got a copy coming, but it's cool that there's one here. How to Draw Zelda.
Okay.
A Scholastic offering. I'll take a look at that. I'll have some of that. Something that did catch my eye while we were in Cybertron was the player's guides. And they had a good selection of player's guides, and it made me think about a side quest that I didn't even mean to take on, but I had a bad case of stuff lust while I was getting those Nintendo Powers while I was shopping on eBay, so I picked up a couple of player's guides. And so I've officially started a side quest of the Nintendo Power Quest, which is getting every official Nintendo Powers player's guide. There's a lot of them. There's a whole bunch of them. So it will be a fun little thing. As my visit went on, I definitely found some more stuff that I wanted to pick up and increase my side quest catalog, which will eventually be, you know, added onto the main catalog.
Eternal Poison.
Eternal Death Slayer.
PlayStation games. Oh, long box PlayStation games. Are these long boxes? I mean, they're not long boxes. They are cardboard boxes.
They are long boxes.
Shell Shock. Controllers. Sandland.
Bird in the hand is like a man in the sand.
Land. Vault-Tec.
Oh, come on. Knigget.
Yeah, you getting back on your Batman kick.
Yeah, you know, there was a game that I was looking for that I forgot that I was looking for when we were looking for games. I didn't have it on my list.
What was it? What were you looking for?
I was looking for Bionic Commando on PS3.
Kododama.
Well, here's a much nicer copy of this one. Didn't you have one of these the last time we were at the other Cybertron
Yeah, we
location?
saw.
The box wasn't quite as nice.
Yeah, we saw one at the other place. I ended up getting one. It was in that little stack of PS3 stuff at the house.
This box is extra tasty, crispy for $15.
So, Final Fantasy X, 10-2 Remaster. I saw this at the other Cybertron the last time Son of Chaser was up. Didn't make up my mind on it, slept on it, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go online and see if I can find a copy. And they seem to be relatively cheap, so I picked one up. This is for PS3. Look how cool it looks. And it's got a sweet art book on the inside. Look at that. Art, and it's got the game on the inside. Pretty sweet. Right, I feel like that's just one that you can that doesn't seem to be pricey.
It's good for the Final Fantasy side quest. Cats wear boots, not hats.
And then some Final Fantasy stuff makes itself known. $5 due. Add to cart. So I ended up grabbing that Final Fantasy XI copy here. It's pretty sweet. I mean, look at that art. The Amano art. Oh my gosh. Me gusta. Anyway, if I see Final Fantasy XI stuff out and about, I'm definitely gonna grab it. I've got dupes already. I got multiple stuff. I got some back in St. Augustine, if you've ever seen that video. It's just, I love it. It looks cool. It's a discontinued well, it's not discontinued. It's only available on PC now, because I played it on PS2 back in the day, but it's still available on PC. So I've been thinking about trying to revive my old account. I tried to a little bit, couldn't figure out how to get it, but I've heard people, you know, getting their old accounts back, so I might try to do that and see what happens. But here's the game, and then something cool that I thought was, I opened it up. It is complete, and I found this underneath, and it is the Play Online hotline phone number. Play Online Info Center. Now my question is, Play Online I think is for PS2. I don't know if it's for, oh, it says Play Online on here, never mind. Just kidding, but it's just funny that somebody had the, you know, they had the number on hand. There's one right next to it too.
Oh, all the hot new X packs.
All the hot new Final Fantasy stuff from 2006. It's crazy how Alundra 2 is so much cheaper than the first one.
It's also crazy how Alundra is so good and Alundra 2 is not nearly as I am to understand.
Right. I don't think Working Designs made the second one. I think a different production company.
There was some other cool stuff in there. They had a copy of Alundra 2. I've got a copy of Alundra 2. It's not as great as the first Alundra game. They just kind of went in a different direction with it, and it's okay. It's not as good as the first one, which is essentially PlayStation's answer to Zelda, but with super punishing puzzles. If I buy one thing on this outing, it would be Dragon Warrior 7. I gotta really talk myself up to do that because I've been going way too ham on purchases lately. They had a copy of Dragon Warrior 7 for PlayStation under the glass for about 80 bucks. Baby, I wanted that so bad, but I was like, I just spent $1 zillion on all these Nintendo Powers. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna spend 80 bucks. So I put a pin in that and I said, all right, I'm not gonna grab that.
Sure. Ooh, Chrono Cross back there.
I got Chrono Cross on Switch. And it features Suikoden Tier Christ on the cover. Dragon Quest VIII, $35 redo.
Man, those Dragon Balls. Digital Devil Saga. 1 and 2.
Mag 10.
Are these resealed?
If I get them home, they're gonna be de-sealed.
The Chaser brothers have landed once again, Cybertron Video Games. We're at the halfway point of our journey through the store, scanning the shelves for Super Nintendo classics. Loose carts, boxed gems, who knows what treasures we'll find. But then, the Son of Rad Chaser stops cold. His gaze locks onto something behind the glass. A graded copy of Street Fighter II. You can feel the frustration building. Will he hold it together, or will this be the thing that sends him over the edge? Stay tuned.
Liberty or death? Oh, there we go.
There is a ludicrously graded copy of Street Fighter 2, so you know how I feel about those. If you don't know how I feel about those, I hate it. I hate video game grading. I think it's the dumbest thing, and it defeats the purpose of getting the game, which is to play it, hold it in your hand, and let it whisper sweet nothings into your ear. Anyway,
There's your graded game. Anything?
What did you got to your mountain of NES games?
Loose cartridges.
They still play fine,
They
baby.
play all the same.
We're all a loose cartridge in the dark. Eventually, we made our way around and we got over to the NES section. And so then it was time to sit down and go, hey, what are we gonna pick up here? What are we looking for? Which games have the cleanest labels? Which games are looking the crispiest? And at that point, Rad Chaser was onto something, and he found something.
This one. No, the box is a little janked up.
There's plenty of crispy copies of Dr. Mario. One even has an instruction manual. What are you thinking?
Base Baru. I don't know. There's no prices. There was a handful of boxed games hanging out with the common carts out there on the shelf. Half of them didn't have a price tag on them, and they were all like sports games or like, you know, card games like Vegas Dream or whatever. So I feel like a lot of sports titles are lower dollar titles, which makes sense. And I'm trying to, you know, pad out the collection. I got the NES quest going. I'm trying to get up to 100 games by any means possible. So any of these lower dollar titles do help along the quest. Loaded. Vegas Dream, Star Voyager. You know, a lot of these old boxes, they have cool art, even the lower, you know, even the lower dollar games.
Even Othello.
Especially Othello. Well, we definitely need to get something.
Yeah, let's get a shot here.
Funny enough, I need a copy of this because I have the box and the manual, but no game.
Oh, there.
So I was looking at NES games and I saw Play Action Football. I have the box and I have the manual for some reason, and now I just need the game. So I was just looking through different copies to find the nicest label. That's the important part. If the label's clean, the cart is good. NES Play Action Football.
$3.95. That price is right.
Right. So now what we do is we see. Oh, there's a bunch of them. We get the nice clean label.
You have your choice here.
Yeah.
How are the Play Action Footballs looking today?
Right, like they come in fresh daily, like fish. Local cart monger. They're looking nice and crispy.
Yeah, they're in season right now.
And the reason for the season is pleasing.
I'll tell you, I do implore you, if you walk out of here with one game today, aside from the one that's going to complete that box, it's going to be a Styanax.
Rearing its ugly head once again.
Just kidding. I'd go with Archon.
Ooh, yeah, Archon's going. Basically what? Bizarro chess.
Yes. The difference being, you could probably beat me in a game of chess.
But you couldn't beat me in a game of Archon.
He examines the cartridge.
I think I'm gonna go with this one.
All right. $3.95 is good.
Completing those boxes.
All right.
Baby. What do we got over here? Little special editions. Ooh, Celeste. Nice.
Where do you see Celeste? Maroon.
You ever play Celeste?
I have not.
Solid. Such a solid platform. I have a digital copy of it.
There's a lot of cool Castlevania stuff in here. I think this is all like limited run stuff.
Ah, the limited run case. Ah, GameCube stuff. I forgot. We gotta check these out too.
Phantasy Star Online 3.
PSO3?
For $99.
Gotcha, of course. Go back to that Smash Bros. Melee real quick. What's up with that price? Is that sealed? What's going on over there?
It's in a retro protection case, so
Sealed up?
it says new on it, so I don't think it's been opened.
That is what.
Well, I gotta tell you, that's a deal. I've seen one go for $16,000.
Right.
God.
Get that one, get it graded, and you flip it around.
See, the price of 1,000-year door has come down significantly.
It's no longer the $1,000 game.
The dashing Chaser brothers traverse the neon-lit halls of retro gaming wonder, where every cartridge is a portal to another realm and every pixel pulses with untold adventure. With each step, the air crackles with the magic of nostalgia. beckoning them deeper into the labyrinth of lost classics and legendary quests.
I've got a copy of Resident Evil 6 for PlayStation 3, and this just about recreates the last bit of my Xbox library that I decided to ship on over to PlayStation 3, So
the funny thing about picking up Resident Evil 6 there is that I grabbed it because I've also sort of got this long-standing side quest now where I've been getting rid of my Xbox games and replacing them with PlayStation 3 games. I'm exiting the Xbox atmosphere. I'm getting out of there. So I'm trading points for trophies. It hurts. Xbox got me through a good chunk of my life, but I'm just kind of switching over to PlayStation now. And I caught that copy of Resident Evil 6 because it's the only way to play it. Or so I thought.
this isn't going to be one that they go, oh, let's re-release a newer version of it or whatever. Like, it's sort of like right in that spot where it's like, this game is good, we don't need to remake it. And we're definitely not going to re-release it because it wasn't super popular or whatever.
Because then later we went into Bright Light Books and I found a Resident Evil triple pack that had 4, 5, and 6 for the Switch, and so it will be mine. Unless there's a version of it on PlayStation. It depends. I mean, right now I have a copy of Resident Evil 6, so I can grab it, I can play it, it'll be fine, it's not a big deal. We'll see. It's on my list. Ooh, wow, woo.
I liked it.
You've played it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, these are GameCube games.
They are GameCube games. Look at those.
Mega Man Anniversary Collection.
This is my problem with Mega Man Anniversary Collection.
All right, what?
Is-
Let's go.
I bought it when it first came out, and so you'd think the B button would be fire and the A button would be jump, you know? Standard. They switched the buttons around, and there's no option to reverse them. So I was immediately like, I can't play this. It's backwards and therefore unplayable.
Right in the trash.
They had a home run on their hands. They biffed it.
The question is, are there any of these GameCube games that could go into the side quest?
Well, in terms of games that are good, you got Tony Hawk 4 and Thug. I love both. I think those are like the two best Tony Hawk games. You got Harvest Moon, Another Wonderful Life is a good one. And if there's one, there's probably one rando one up here.
Turok Evolution. Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo's Dungeon. Chocobo and Sid travel the way. His name is just Chocobo. Crystal Bearers. I don't even know what this one is. Something to do with crystals.
I've curated this list of games that you can't play anywhere else. Like, you can't play Final Fantasy 13 anywhere except for on PS3 and Xbox. So,
Right.
so that's sort of the other consideration. Like, it's so easy to get a copy of Arkham City or Arkham Asylum or whatever, but Arkham Origins, that's the one. They can release it on anything else. So
You've got to play it on the PS3.
yes.
13, and look, 13's always, I feel like it's always like $10, like super cheap.
People don't love that game, but I do, and I wrote a love letter to it. Or rather, our elder, Rad Chaser, wrote a love letter to it.
He's very fond of the paradigm system fighting style.
Yeah, that was our great-grandfather, Rad Chaser.
He was a war hero for us, so we could just hunt down games. Kung Fu Rider.
The only way he would have been a war hero is if he was fighting on the side of the Viet Cong.
Now this guy's doing Kung Fu, but he's in an office chair. PlayStation move required. Oh, son of a monkey.
Yeah, you too have to play the game from an office chair. It's in the logo.
Right, if you want to get a even cheaper Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy 15, it's always sort of why. People, I mean, first off, I've never played this one.
I mean, I don't have to do that.
It'll do it.
It'll do it on its own.
I have a copy of it and I haven't played it.
And a copy of Final Fantasy 15.
And those were Final Fantasy 15 was $5. That's, ooh, baby, good price there. I don't, and I will pay $5 for it. I have the, that's what I was going to bring you that I forgot to bring you. I have the deluxe version for Xbox.
Oh, that's right. I do remember you saying that.
Yeah, I have the Steelbook version of that on Xbox.
Son of a monkey. Here's your Arkham Cities and Arkham Asylums.
Rock bottom price for a game.
Son of Rad Chaser, you've got a hard decision to make. Should you get this copy of Final Fantasy 15 or the other copy of Final Fantasy 15?
Might be decided by which one has the more complete manual in it, but I think they both.
Are they both?
Oh, I think one's flipped around the other way, or not. Let's compare, shall we?
Oh, they've got both of those.
Yeah, they've got all the same thing. It looks like. Actually, that one has more stuff in it.
There's another thing in there. Probably the registration card, maybe. Yep.
Day one codes and
that's
the
one.
other thing. Okay.
All the inserts.
We'll get this one with all the inserts. It's a little blepped up on the side, but you know what? It's not gonna stop me.
About to get some games.
Then, did you have an account with us?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
How's the new place? How is this place doing? How's the spot?
It's good. It's definitely it has its hit or miss moments,
Yeah.
but it's getting there. It's
Okay.
just patience.
Sure.
All it is. Yeah.
Do be like that. Oh,
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. Thanks.
The first thing that I learned today is that even on the newest iPhone, you have to stop recording to switch the camera around to the front.
Here we
and
go.
Then
Here we go, dog and I.
No,
And then what's the second thing you learned?
I learned that you gotta look at all the games, because even as we were walking out of there, I was like, no, there's more games.
More things. There's more stuff. Yeah. Great first time here. I think we had some good stuff. I got some NES games to add to the stack, so I'd call that a success.
Look at the value rack. There are treasures there. It's $5 for Arkham Asylum, man. It's
It's a great game.
go ask people for quarters until you have enough money to buy that game. It's very good.
Panhandle.
I love Rad Chaser. He is handsome and smart.